I Am Groot Season 2. We're going to talk about it. So, Geek Variant. So, today we're talking about I Am Groot Season 2 has just arrived. And if you've watched the first season, you definitely see Baby Groot getting to a lot of fun, different antics and just his own little adventures going on throughout the shorts that we've been given. Now, Season 2 is no different, but you got to take this in mind that the events of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 have not yet happened. This is still during the time of Baby Groot and when this stuff took place somewhere in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 range era. So keep that in mind when watching it. But without further ado, this gets into very simply just Groot having fun. This one is the first episode is about him finding an egg. It looks to be kind of like when they kind of crash landed on the planet when dealing with Ego in Volume 2. Kind of something similar. Nature kind of around, finds an egg, and he's literally trying to take care of this egg. And he gets to know it real quick. So it's kind of like a nod to parenthood, where it's like, I love these kids, I'm trying to take care of them, but hey, they're gonna annoy you to no end. And he's kind of getting a taste of it. Unable to sleep, unable to, satiate said child, and everything is just kind of going wrong for him after it started going right for just a little bit. So it's a really fun episode. Eventually, it finds his mother, and it kind of goes on about his business. And Groot is still happy, even when he steps in rainbow poop to some degree. He's still happy. So very, happy-go-lucky. As for the second episode, Groot obviously, as we know, doesn't have a nose. So he finds a prosthetic nose in a bin, which we also happen to see the prosthetic leg from Guardians of the Galaxy 1 just kind of make an appearance, a little cameo there. It's there he finds his prosthetic nose and discovers scent and is now able to smell all the wondrous things. Now, in the beginning of this episode, he started off, he was playing video games and he just needed batteries for his controller. And that's what led him to discovering this nose. But now, since he's just sitting there being a bump on a log and not doing anything, now he smells all the wonderful things that the world has to offer, as well as all his own filth that he was sitting in playing video games. Food everywhere, trash, just horrible. And he finally spies a feather duster or mop of some sort and is like, you know what? That's definitely what's going to help make this better. And he pops off the nose and goes back to doing what he's doing in standard Groot fashion. Again, we see this throughout Guardians where he's playing his video game, so it makes sense that this is the direction that he's going to take because he's going to do what he wants to do. So, again, cute, fun. Now, in the third episode, we have a killer snowman. So Groot is actually having a snow day. He's able to play in the snow, have a good time, and ends up building a snowman using various parts. And he gets this from Rocket. Various mechanical parts, including a little rocket in the head to make the hat on top of the snowman. So throughout the course of this, eventually the snowman becomes sentient and tries to kill Groot. And Groot has to destroy it before he destroys the ship that they're on. So he ends up trying to save the ship, but not because it's the ship. It's because Groot made a hot chocolate earlier that he was waiting to cool down, and he doesn't want to lose his hot chocolate. So he beelines to take out this snowman and save his hot chocolate. Now, the funny thing is after he saves his hot chocolate, he goes back to the ship. He ends up tasting the hot chocolate, too hot or not really caring for it, and throws it away, and it lands on none other than, and this is off camera, Rocket. And we hear Rocket in the background kind of like, what the heck? What's going on? So nice little cameo from Rocket there, and we get Groot kind of going back to doing what Groot does. All right, episode 4 is about him he wants to get a ice cream treat, and it's kind of like a crane game machine. We actually get a little cameo of Nova Corps, a little Nova Corps action figure. But basically, Groot goes to no end to acquire the money necessary to buy said ice cream, and then eventually, as the ice cream truck leaves, he has to acquire said ice cream truck by any means necessary, which results in a lot of destruction, but he does get his ice cream. Groot being Groot. The last episode is more of an interesting one because this actually ties kind of into the What If series a little bit because we actually get the Watcher. Now, the Watcher is speaking of a prophecy of a seed that is meant to, blossom and kind of save this universe or something to that effect. And it looks like Groot is the one on the way to rescue said seed as like lava and all the stuff is kind of coming in to destroy everything. So as Groot makes his way in, Groot only makes his way there to get his ball that was lost, that was stuck to the seed. That's all he cares about. Because again, Groot is singular focused. So as he retrieves his ball and lets the seed burn away, eventually he blossoms out of the wreckage of everything that got destroyed in the process. And the Watcher kind of assumes that, oh, maybe Groot is the seed that will save the universe, and kind of move from there. All kind of just little funny inferences from the Watchers. He's trying to figure out what's going on and what's supposed to happen, and eventually he just doesn't really want to look. I'm the Watcher, but I don't want to look at this as everything's kind of burning away. But Groot, of course, survives and carries on about his business. So it seems like these little antics of Groot can continue on throughout multiple seasons and shorts if they want to continue to do this. I won't mind watching them. Again, they're funny little things. My kids enjoy them, having a good time with it. But with the events of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I don't know if they're going to continue with Groot season 2. Season 2 going into season 3, or if they're going to continue some I Am Groot and maybe make him get older, or have him where he's kind of doing stuff where as he is now, which again, spoilers if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's a problem. Him doing stuff as King Groot, him doing stuff as Teen Groot, which was kind of during the Infinity War kind of era, or if we're going to get that in between where it's kind of like that adult Groot where we got in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, we may get some stuff there. I don't know. They got a lot they can play with, so I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with it. But I want to know what you guys think. Tell me, did you like, I Am Groot season 2? Did you get anything from it? Did you see any other Easter eggs and stuff that I missed? Just let me know. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned in for everything else that we got is coming with Marvel. We're waiting for What If season 2 and Loki season 2, all kind of coming up at some point. We also have Echo on the way, as well as the Marvels that is en route in November. So a lot more Marvel content on the way, and I can't wait to see it and talk to you guys about it and find out your thoughts. So that's all I got. Catch you guys in the next one.